So I wanted to create a video. I get asked this question quite frequently on an Emerson fan. How do I install or remove the blade onto my motor? Emerson's design is a little bit different than a traditional motor or electric fan in that the rotor on an Emerson fan is threaded. You have your set of threads right in there, and that is how your blade attaches to that rotor. So your blade actually screws, threads inside of here, so your blade actually screws onto the rotor. Emerson also uses a little bit of a unique design for their oscillating feature. So you have this rod, the shaft, runs all the way through the center of the motor and is attached to a worm gear inside of the gearbox. So your oscillator is driven off of a keyway. It's hard to see. It's on the very nose of the inside of the hub of the blade. That keyway will accept this shaft, the oscillator shaft, and that will drive your oscillator when your fan blade turns. So I just wanted to do a little video here to show you how to install, remove the blade on an Emerson fan. What you will need, and I would use a flat blade small screwdriver. It has to be small enough to access the vent holes on the back of the motor. So what you're doing with this is you're going to lock down this rotor. So you're going to get this flat blade screwdriver in there on one of these knobs or anywhere on that rotor where you can basically wedge it or lock it in place, which holds the rotor still while you spin your blade on or off. So you want to enter in through one of the back vent holes at an angle that goes towards the rotor. So you want to get in there at the rotor. You don't want to go in at a straight angle. If you go in at a straight angle, you're going to hit your stator, your coils. You're going to end up messing your coils up. You want to go at an angle as sharp as you can towards the center of the motor to hold that rotor in place. So once you have that rotor locked in place with your screwdriver, that's when you can now take your blade and thread your blade onto the front of that rotor. Now your blade will thread on in a counterclockwise direction. So your rotor screws onto your blade in a counterclockwise direction. Now with an oscillator, it makes it a little bit unique in getting the keyway and the shaft lined up. Sometimes I can hit it right on the first time. Sometimes you may have to take it off and put it back on to get that keyway to slide into the shaft to slide into the keyway. So that was just a quick little inside showing what goes on with an Emerson motor and attaching the fan blade to it.